Hello everyone, welcome back. I know it's been quite a few months since I last uploaded any videos, but I decided that for my first upload in a long time, I would start with Trails of Cold Steel. Not only is it one of my favorite games, but the final chapter is coming out in October, so I figured what a great time to just play through the entire series. I've already played through the first two games. The first one I've done quite a few restarts in it. The second one I've only played through once so far, and I've yet to play the third one. But without further ado, let's get started. I did do a stream of the prologue earlier before, but it may not have kept my data. Or I forgot to save. I probably forgot to save. It's very likely. But anyways, we are going to be starting with the prologue.
Hey, are we...
And since this is not my first playthrough, the characters
Looks
are
like we are. That definitely seems to be the exit.
a little bit overpowered.
I can see the sunlight streaming in, so I'm guessing we're finally clear.
This was a complete waste of time. Pointless busy work at best. Considering the school's esteemed founder, I was expecting more of a challenge, but nothing here posed even a modest threat.
Did we even fight the same enemies? I feel like I've been stretched to my limits. What was all that business about Class 7 anyway?
Good question. We've got people here from different backgrounds, classes, even cultures. Is there some sort of secret agenda with this whole Class 7 thing that we just don't know yet?
Yes, we
What was that?
Well, just a really
There.
easy boss. You know, since you've already.
The statue?
What the heck is that?
A gargoyle come to life? What sorcery is this?
Are monsters like this common in the Empire?
Not outside of old wives' tales, they aren't.
This thing's cutting off our only route to the surface. No choice. We have to fight it.
Right.
Finally, an opponent worthy of my skill.
Hideos, help us.
Watch out, this is a tough one. My turn. Arcus, activate.
Leave it to me.
I'll handle this.
Azure Flames, gather on my blade.
Right.
Leave it to me.
I'll handle this.
Is everybody okay?
Oh, that should be the end of it.
No, it's down but not out.
That's one hell of a second wind.
I can appreciate a certain degree of tenacity, but this thing needs to just die.
It's no use. We're too spent to go another round with it.
No, you're not.
Guess I have no choice. I'll have to.
Stand back!
You made it!
You've certainly got some good timing.
Seems like you're all okay at least. I'm sorry we took so long.
You're here, and that's what counts.
So, a gargoyle, is it? I didn't expect to find the Dark Ages alive and well down here. It doesn't seem like it'll go down easily.
Indeed. It's brushing us off as though we barely even scratched it.
But with this many of us, if we can just find an opening.
Fine. I guess I'll help out.
Looks like you started the party without me.
You?
Releasing limiter. Take this! Break shot!
An opening!
Go!
This one's mine!
We did it! I think that's the end of it.
At the very least, that creature doesn't seem like he'll be coming back for a rematch anytime soon.
What happened there anyway? Right at the end of the battle.
Now that you mention it, I did feel something wash over me for just a second there.
It was like each of us were engulfed in some faint blue light.
What?
I did notice something as we fought. Perhaps it was just the blur of combat, but I felt like I could see everyone's movements in precise detail.
I don't think it was just your imagination.
Agreed. I have a feeling what we just experienced was...
The biggest selling point of the almighty Arcus? Give this man a prize.
And instructor.
Looks like friendship and teamwork saved the day once again.
Because this is an anime.
I'm so proud of you guys. Anyway, that about finishes up today's special orienteering exercise. Aw, what's with the long faces? I thought you'd all be happy.
You tried to kill us.
What are we supposed to be happy about?
I have so many questions, I'm not even sure where to start.
Oh?
I'll take a stab at it. What exactly is the purpose behind this Class 7?
I mean, we get that it's supposed to be some sort of melting pot that includes a broad cross-section of people.
But why were the 9 of us chosen in particular?
That is a valid question.
Very valid.
There's no single monolithic reason why you all made the list. But if I had to name a major contributing factor, it'd be those Arcus orbments you got there.
How so?
Well, like I explained earlier, the Arcus units are developed jointly by the Epstein Foundation and the Reinford Company.
And if you don't know Epstein, there's also another game called Trails in the Sky. I believe that's where Epstein.
Like any battle orbment, they let you use arts, and these have communication functionality built right in. But their crowning feature is what's known as combat linking. That's the phenomenon you all experienced just now.
So that's what that was.
Seems like a pretty apt term, It did feel like we were all connected somehow.
Precisely. Doesn't take a genius to imagine how much of an advantage a feature like that would be on a real battlefield. An elite unit that can sense each other's movements, acting in perfect sync even in the most chaotic conditions. You can hardly put a price on that. It could bring about a revolution in the way wars are fought.
It does sound rather
Idealistic.
Well, yeah, the technology has its limits. Some have a natural aptitude for it, others just don't. And out of this year's fresh batch of bright-eyed students, the 9 of you turned out to have the highest aptitude. And since aptitude trumps background in Class 7, well, here you are.
I see.
But what gives us this aptitude, though, as compared to our peers? It just seems so random.
That it does.
What indeed? As promised, if any of you have objections to being in this class, speak now or forever hold your peace. I think that pretty much covers the hows and whys of your situation. But this program isn't cheap to run, so we're not about to force anyone into it if they don't want to be here. You should also be aware that Class 7's curriculum will be tougher than any other class's coursework. Just fair warning. So now you know. And that leaves you all with an important decision to make. Will you stick with Class 7 or not?
I choose not.
Oh, if you opt out, you'll just be placed in the class you would have been assigned to otherwise. There's no pressure. Nobles will land in Class 1 or 2, commoners in 3, 4, or 5. It's still just the first day, so there's no real catching up you'd have to do. I'm sure you'd fit in just fine.
I'll do it. Whatever Class 7 has to throw at me, I'm game.
Oh, wait, what?
Just like that?
So you're the first then. You seem pretty sure about it. Any particular reason?
Not really. I just feel like I've put my family out asking them to send me to this school. So, if it gives me more to show for my time here, I'll take whatever opportunities come my way.
A noble sentiment.
count me in as well. The greater the challenge, the more I can push myself to excel. One can't hone a blade without grit, after all.
Let's make it 3. Considering how far I came to attend this school, it'd be silly to back down before I even started.
Well, looks like we've got the country's strongest freshman on board, and our foreign exchange student, too. Any more takers?
Allow me to take part as well. I was only able to come because of the school's generosity, so I feel it's my duty to help in any way I can.
You go, class prez.
Sign me up too! I kinda feel like fate brought us here for a reason, you know? And you all seem pretty easy to get along with.
And that's a yes from our 2 Orbital staff testers. Though I feel compelled to remind you, your weapons are still in the prototype stage. So on top of your other work, I'll be expecting reports from both of you.
Of course.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
Don't worry, Ellie.
Let me join too.
Huh?
Oh, there's a surprise. I was almost certain your rebellious streak would see you opt out just on general principle.
It does bother me that you've got us using these Arcus units that are still pretty clearly in development. But if I let every little nitpick like that hold me back, I'd never amount to much.
Words to live by right there. And that brings us to an even 6. Now, what about you, Fee?
Don't really care either way. You can choose.
Not this time. This is one call you're gonna have to make for yourself. That was the deal, remember? You need to take control of your own life.
Fine, I'm in.
Well, at least you committed. We've got a magnificent 7 now. Which leaves just the 2 of you. I can see you got issues with each other, but that doesn't mean you can't at least try to work together. Why, if you just look past your differences and embrace the joys of youth, I'm sure you'll become the best of friends.
Like hell we will! The exploitation of the common people by the aristocracy is a blight on every facet of Erebonian life.
You go, bud.
Unless something is done about it, this country has no future.
I appreciate your candor, but I don't think you're going to achieve much by lecturing me about it.
Well, at least that makes this simple. I, Eusus Albarea, claim my place as a member of Class 7.
Huh?
Why? You're the son of a duke. Just the thought of being in the same class as commoners should make you sick.
I'll thank you not to tell me how I'm supposed to feel.
Thank you very much.
As far as the House of Albarea is concerned, there's little difference between other nobles and commoners. Besides, this should at least ensure I won't have fools flitting about every day trying to win my favor. That said, I have little interest in getting drawn into your petty arguments on a daily basis either. I think it would be prudent for us to go our separate ways. I'm certain we can at least agree on this, no?
I don't need some pompous ass who coasts through life on his father's coattails telling me what to do.
You go.
I'm in, come hell or high water. You might have had your successes spoon-fed to you up to now, but no outmoded class system is going to hand you trophies anymore.
We'll see about that.
They're going to be like this pretty much all year, aren't they?
Sure seems that way. I wouldn't bet on them ever seeing eye to eye.
So since you guys finished
Oh.
the first part, just so you know, when this first started, they fell into a pit and Reem tried to save her from getting hurt while falling and ended up landing face first on her boobs. So, yeah, she's a bit mad about that.
The pots shouldn't be too hard on the kettles.
Give a guy a break.
Well, how about that? 9 out of 9. With that, I'd like to congratulate all of you on being the first ever Class 7. I hope you keep those high spirits all year, because with the workload we've got planned for you, you'll need it.
Well, I wasn't expecting Class 7 to turn out quite as diverse as this. It certainly promises to be an interesting year.
You took the words right out of my mouth. But perhaps this too is the divine providence of the goddess, no?
How do you mean?
Seeing them there, I feel they have the potential to be the light we seek. A light that can break through the storm clouds that continue to build over our nation day by day.
And they're the best opening ever. beautiful. Prologue ends. Let's put you a temporary. Aw. I'm gonna go until like maybe the first free day. We'll see. Maybe we'll do the first mission and free day. I actually forget which comes first.
All right. Time to get going.
Fancy hoodie.
Oh, Reen!
Morning, Elliot.
Good morning. Are you heading to school now too? How about we walk there together?
Well, I mean, school starts at the same time for everyone, so I should be heading to school.
Sure. It's getting late though, so we might need to pick up the pace a little.
No problem. I'm guessing everyone else left already, huh?
Probably.
I think so. I'm not sensing anyone else on this floor, at least. Gaius in particular is probably long gone by now, being the early riser he is.
Oh, okay then.
I sense no one.
He's not sensing anyone? What does that mean exactly?
Just exactly what it means, or what he said. He doesn't sense anyone. Don't you have the ability to sense other people around you? Come on, Elliot. I'm just giving him a hard time for no reason. I love Elliot. He's so adorable. That's why he has cat ears on.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning! Are you two on your way to school?
Yeah. Come on, Emma. We're going to be late. Hey, wait for me, Elisa. We'll see you in class.
Bye, Ems. Bye.
I never would have guessed she'd hold a grudge this long.
How long has it been? A week? It showed us at the calendar. I just never actually paid attention.
She knows it was just an accident, right? She has to. Can't believe she'd be so sensitive.
No kidding. She's not even giving me a chance to apologize to her.
Well, as long as you keep trying, I'm sure she'll understand. Eventually. Class 7's got enough tension as it is, what with our two, prideful warriors at each other's throats. So I think it would be a load off everyone's mind if you and Elisa could make up at least.
I'll certainly do what I can, whatever that may be.
Yep. Class 7 needs to stop having a bunch of annoying people. Do any of you go to a school where, like, you live in dorms and just walk to school?
These past 2 weeks have really flown by, haven't they? It's funny, I went into this thinking combat practice would be the toughest part of the curriculum. Never would have guessed the academic side of things might give it a run for its money.
Well, strong in body and mind is pretty firmly embedded into Imperial culture. I do get what you mean, though. I figured I'd be able to coast through the year, but I've had to very quickly reevaluate that.
You too, huh? I wish I were as smart as Machias or Emma, they don't seem to be having any problems at all.
Oh, and I mean specifically for like high school, because if you're in college, then yeah, probably do get like a college town.
But then Emma got the top score on the entrance exam, and I'll bet you anything Machias wasn't far behind.
I'm sure. Eustace and Elisa are apparently doing really well too, as are Laura and Gaius.
Really? Guess I'm just gonna have to suck it up then. Though I really do hope they don't mind.
They've been walking for too long. This is what happened.
Huh? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, sorry. You got me thinking about Eustace and Laura. I've been talking to them the same way I talk to everybody else, but they're both nobles, right? And Eustace's family rules over the whole eastern side of the empire, so it kind of feels like I should address them more formally.
Well, they both said it was okay, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Though you probably shouldn't go picking fights with Eustace every chance you get, like a certain someone else.
Oh, I don't plan on it.
Could easily win. Eustace is using a sword, but you know.
I'd hoped they'd get along a bit better over time, but if anything, things seem to be spiraling downhill fast on that end.
That's because Eustace isn't very open. Be more open, Eustace.
When the two of them are in the same room, there's just this constant tension in the air.
It's not all Machias either. Eustace seems to enjoy provoking him at every opportunity. I can't even imagine what it would take to make them see eye to eye at this point.
Yeah, I wish there was something we could do to help them get along.
It's very easy. Hey, Common Kid. You have a name. I don't remember it though.
And that's where we'd be if we weren't in Class 7. Dormitory number 2, for all the common folk like us.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? I'm still kind of shocked that Class 7 gets to have its own dormitory.
I know. An entire building to yourselves. That's actually really nice.
Though, to be fair, I think that building was abandoned till this year. Seems like they renovated it just for us.
Well, they did a good job. It's got a nice feel to it.
You get to play around with ghosts.
I just wish it were a little closer to the academy.
Hey, you're in our way.
Oh, sorry.
Ah,
No, I will not step aside. Walk around.
Class 7, I see.
There's an entire sidewalk.
is something the matter?
You're just a ragtag bunch of nobodies, aren't you?
You say it
Come
like
on.
Eustace is
We're
with
leaving.
Yes, Patrick! A word of advice. You might be part of a special class, but that doesn't change who you are. Never forget your place.
Which is above you? Yes, I know. Don't worry.
So they're from one of the upper classes. This is why I hate talking to them.
Unfortunately, that attitude is all too common among the nobles. Thank goodness Laura and Eustace aren't like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad. That's the infamous dormitory number 1, where all the nobility lives.
They get to hang out by the white flowers.
It's supposed to be super fancy inside, with maids and butlers and everything.
And just about anyone can go in. Like, no one's stopped. I mean, sure, the nobles might be like, hey, get out, you're common. But you can just walk in there.
Wow, really?
Oh, school.
Guess that's our cue to pick up the pace.
Yeah, sorry.
Been standing there for a
Oh,
while.
hey, have you picked out a club to join yet? Doesn't sound like you have to or anything, but it's probably a good way to meet people.
No, I'm still looking. It's hard to decide on one.
Stand, bow, be seated.
Alright, time to get some
As I'm sure you're all well aware, the Erebonian Empire was driven to the brink of collapse roughly 250 years ago.
It's not very long. Sup, Thomas?
This was brought about by the conflict we know as the War of the Lions.
I mean,
A civil war lasting several years, staged over the throne of the late emperor by the most powerful of his potential successors.
Not long in like 250 compared to relatively the country's birth, I believe. It's not very long.
But of course, I'm not here to tell you that. If I were, I think even young children would be able to pass this course. Rather, I'd like to discuss the effects this had on the Empire as members of the aristocracy were drawn into the war.
Why is the empty desk at the front of the class instead of the back? Don't they usually move empty desks to the back?
Many hired mercenaries turned to looting and pillaging, and a similar trend could even be seen among some of the knights. The land was left utterly devastated, and morale was at an all-time low. But then, lo and behold, into this nightmare stepped a man willing to take a stand against this bloody war of succession. He was a wandering prince who began to rally forces from the outskirts of the empire, and would go on to make quite a name for himself. And that name, of course, was Drycles Ricey Arnor. He would later become known as Drycles the Lionheart, the 73rd Emperor of Erebonia and father of the Renaissance. Not to mention the founder of this very academy. Drycles' army was initially rather small in number, but as he traveled across the empire, winning over the hearts of influential sympathizers, his forces rapidly increased. Now, the place where Emperor Drycles first began gathering his army was... Reen Schwarzer, would you care to tell the class?
No. The place where Drycles first started to gather his army was the North Highlands. It was the North Highlands, the region northeast of Erebonia. Very good, Reen Schwarzer. Prince Drycles' wanderings led him to the land of Nord, where he lived with the vagabonds for some time. It was there that he heard of the civil war taking place in Erebonia, and those vagabonds of Nord became his very first allies. Yes, I got it right. Don't have to do this again. Didn't embarrass myself. Thanks, Lisa. Guess you didn't need my help after all. I'm terrible at doing voices, but I will try. If you feel like reading this, you can. Just pause the video. Boop. Away it goes.
Nice work, everyone. You made it through another grueling day of classes.
Heart.
In case you've been living under a rock, please don't forget that tomorrow is your first free day.
Okay, so it's free.
It's not technically a day off, but there are no classes, so it's up to you what to do with your time.
I choose.
Why, you could go shopping in the capital if you wanted to. Or just do what I do and sleep all day.
Yep.
Sleep is so wonderful.
It is. Instructor Sarah, you have no idea.
Will the Academy's facilities still be open for our use?
Yes, I'd like to be able to use the free study area in the library myself.
Of course! This school shuts down for no one, so feel free to patronize any and all facilities as you like.
Now that I think about it, so they said that they've been here for 2 weeks since that initial day. That means that in 2 weeks, this is the first day that they get off. That kind of sucks. Imagine having to work for 2 weeks.
A lot of clubs have meets scheduled for these free days as well, so anyone who's joined one should probably check on that.
I see.
I'll be certain to do so.
Also, before you leave, we should go over what's happening next week. On Wednesday, you all have your practical exam.
A practical exam?
What does that entail exactly?
It's part of your combat training. You'll be graded on your performance, So make sure you're well rested and ready for battle by then. Might be a good idea to do some training on your own time, too, just to keep from getting rusty.
Interesting.
I definitely don't like the sound of that.
Oh, and one more thing. After the practical exam is over, I've got another important announcement about a major part of Class 7's curriculum that I haven't mentioned at all yet.
Not like I forgot.
What?
Here it comes.
So, whatever you choose to do on your free day, make it count for something. That concludes today's homeroom. Machias, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. All rise. Bow.
No. Don't make fun of me. Don't. Words are hard. You can also go there to brush up on all the Zamurian terminology you can handle. The Student Union Building is a place for students to relax and unite. The first floor houses some stores and a cafeteria. You'll find the culture clubs on the second floor and even a salon reserved for upper class students on the third. We never actually get to go see the salon, I don't think. Anyways. Hey dude. Hey Munch. Monk, not Munch. I wonder if I can find any good material for this month. Oh, don't mind me, just talking to myself. I do that sometimes. Actually, Class 7 might just end up being a treasure trove of material. He's a photographer. I don't know what material means, but I don't like the sound of it. That's okay, Rain. Where's the front of the school? That's the gym. The front of the school is the school. Yeah, this is the field. This is the gymnasium. The student union building. People. Oh. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want either. This is what I want. Okay. Yeah, I got no other questions.
This should be the Student Union Building. I know the cafeteria is on the first floor, but I wonder where the Student Council room is.
Hey there, first year.
You don't know that. I might not be a first year. Might just be a transferred second year.
How's it going? Academy life been treating you well this past half month?
Oh, yeah, it has. It's not easy, but I'm managing. Mostly. Though I have a feeling it's only going to get harder from here on out.
Looking at two things at once right now. Apologies.
Of course it will. Your class is going to be more intense than the others, too. But you just hang in there, okay?
Okay. Wait. You're a second-year student, aren't you? Do you mind if I ask your name?
Hey now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First things first, how about you let me show you this cool trick I've been practicing?
Trick?
You got a 50 mirror coin I can borrow?
He's Crow.
I think so. Pretty sure I do, anyway.
Cheers. All right, watch closely.
Huh?
Now, which hand is the coin in? Left or right?
It's in your...
Too bad.
Guess you win. I'm usually pretty good at following moving objects, too. Though, wait. You said this was a trick, which means...
You catch on quick.
Huh?
Keep up the good work, man. You're gonna need to be pretty tough to get through a year with Sarah as your instructor. Oh, and the student council room is on the second floor, furthest room back. See you around. Have a good weekend.
Wait a minute, give me back my money. My money.
Wait! My 50... Mira. He got me. Andy seemed to know I was heading to the student council room, too. Somehow. Nice good. I haven't met many of the second years yet. I wonder if they're all like... Oh well. At least now I know where I'm going. Though, if it really is open late, I guess there's no real rush. I might as well see what else people are up to in here.
First floor of the Student Union Building, you'll find both the Okay, never mind. I guess I don't technically need all of these items. Especially since I can find a lot of them out in the open. Okay. Yeah, I only got 24 and 14 serum power. Any more of them? You gotta sell this to me. Oh. Level 5 is the max that the main board wants to get to. And I'm pretty sure that... pretty sure that that one belongs to Laura. So I should be good. We'll look at these later. Sensing powers. Uninterrupted.
Hello? Please come in. It's open.
I recognize that voice.
You did?
Pardon the interruption.
Hey, Toa. Cutie patootie.
Oh, you're that girl.
You're that girl, you know, with the face, and the shoes and arm. Yeah, that girl.
It's been about 2 weeks, hasn't it? Welcome to the student council room, Reen Schwarzer. Instructor Sarah sent you, right?
Yes. So, you're a member of the student council then? I wonder if she got moved up a few years. She looks even younger than Fee.
Is something wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering, are you a second-year student?
I am, but there's no need for formalities with me. There's no junior or senior in my book.
No, Toa is so cute. Who could hurt?
The name's Toa Herschel.
No one, that's who, and anyone who tries will meet the wrath of everyone, because no one would hurt Toa.
I'm the student council president.
President?
Uh-huh. Does that surprise you? I'm sure I'll have plenty of opportunities to interact with you and the other first years during your time here. So if there's anything you need help with, you just come and let me know, okay? I'll do everything in my power to make it better.
Thank you. That's very kind. She's seriously the student council president? That's hard to believe.
Just because she's short doesn't mean that she can't be awesome, Rain.
So, the reason I've come here is because you're holding on to something for Class 7, right?
Oh, of course. Here you go. Yours is the one on top.
Let's see. Oh, our student notebooks. I completely forgot about these.
I'm really sorry it's taken so long. Class 7's curriculum is pretty different from any of the other classes. And you're even using a different kind of battle orb mint, so yours had to be compiled separately.
Meaning these notebooks have information in them about...
The Arcus, yes. All the student notebooks double as instruction manuals for their accompanying battle orb mints.
Which is nice.
And the other first years are all using the same type as last year, so we could just reuse last year's template. But the Arcus type you're using works quite differently, so we had to write a whole new set of directions from scratch.
Okay, that makes sense. But wait, who's we?
Pretty much just me. Instructor Sarah asked me to do it on her behalf.
Which is so sad. Why? Why make her do this alone? You evil people.
Which means it's my fault this has taken so long. I'm really sorry.
She's even sad.
Oh, no. If anything, it sounds like we owe you a huge debt of gratitude for putting so much time and effort into it. Is that really part of the student council's job, though? It seems more like something our instructor should be handling herself.
Technically, you're right. but she's always so busy.
No, she's not, Toa.
And I help out the other instructors a lot too, so I don't mind lending her a hand from time to time.
Don't do it, Toa. Don't be so soft.
What a nice person. Maybe a little too nice for her own good. I doubt she ever gets a moment's rest around here. So, you just need me to give these to the other students in Class 7, right?
Yes, please. I really appreciate what you've all agreed to do too.
Huh? What do you mean?
I heard all about it from Instructor Sarah. She said you've agreed to help out the student council with our work, right?
Of course, Toa.
It's such a nice gesture. You're really getting Class 7 off to a great start here at the Academy.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Didn't you tell her that you wanted to help ease our workload? Something about wanting to better yourselves? To prove you were worthy of being a part of this prestigious new class? She said you were all really eager to help out, so I should try to delegate some of my duties to you.
Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands. Mwah.
Mwah, indeed.
I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand her or something? Oh, how embarrassing.
No, don't.
I didn't mean to start trying to force work onto you when you've only just enrolled.
There's no way I can turn her down. No. Instructor Sarah's absolutely right. Your plate is as full as I've seen, so if I can help you in any way, please let me.
Phew. I thought there had been a terrible misunderstanding there for a moment.
There kinda was.
But don't worry, I won't give you anything too difficult. It'll mostly just be fulfilling requests from people in the Academy and in Trista.
Which is the Academy town.
Requests?
Yep. Sometimes people send in feedback and list things they'd like us to do for them. And we try to help out however we can.
Which I don't think should be the student council's job. The townspeople should learn to live their own lives.
I'll pick some up for you to do by the end of the day and drop the list in your mailbox at your dorm tomorrow morning. Will that be okay with you?
Sure thing. Thanks.
It'll be fine, Toa. No worries. I wonder,
Dusk already?
does it actually ease her workload to have to look through different requests and then compile them and drop them off at our mailbox rather than just, I mean, yeah, she doesn't have to go do them herself, but still kind of a lot of work.
What a day. Can't believe she wound up treating me to dinner in the cafeteria. And she's still got more student council work to do yet. How is she so busy? Hello? This is Rien Schwarzer speaking.
Guten Tag, my favorite little Wunderkind. I hear you had a nice little dinner date with the student council president. Ooh la la.
If this is how you treat your favorite little Wunderkind, I dread to think how you treat people you don't like. Would you care to explain why you've been signing me up for things behind my back?
I'll skip the details for now, but it's got something to do with the other part of your curriculum that I'll be announcing next week. I thought it'd be a good chance for one of you to do a little rehearsal before the main event. And since the student council truly is busy, I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? A fine plan, if I do say so myself.
I have a feeling half the reason they're as busy as they are is because of certain instructors. But all right, I'm happy to play along. Basically, you just want me to spend my free day tomorrow helping the student council, right?
Oh, that's entirely up to you. If there's a club you're interested in joining, far be it from me to force you away from it.
No, to be honest, I still haven't found one that really clicks with me, so that won't be a problem. There is one question I'd like to ask, though. Why me, exactly? This seems like the kind of task typically entrusted to the class president or vice president, so Emma or Machias. And even if you were choosing based on social class, Eustace and Laura were both born into noble families. I wasn't. So what makes me so special, exactly?
Well, in a sense, you're effectively at the center of Class 7.
Pardon?
I'm not saying you're its leader, of course. But in a class full of nobles, commoners, and exchange students, you in particular are special. Surely even you can see that, no?
Well,
I decided to give you first dibs, so to speak. I wanted to get an idea of how things might go from here on out. There's never been a class like yours before, after all. So there you have it. The beans have been spilled all over the place. Ball's in your court now.
Wait, what are you drinking?
Beer, of course.
Of course. Like, what else is there to drink?
It's the weekend, and I'm stuck wasting away in my room, imbibing libations. Alas, all by my lonesome. If only I had a classy gentleman friend who'd go out drinking with me. But woe of woes, such a man is nary to be found.
Are you okay?
Never better. But you, instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along. And on that note, make sure you're back in the dorm by curfew and all transgressions will be forgiven. Toodles!
What transgressions? I haven't done anything.
If I don't plant myself somewhere, huh? She may have a few screws loose, but she's got a point. Maybe I should just try going with the flow and see what comes of it.
Sometimes good things, sometimes bad things. Going with the flow is very, well, flowy. So we're gonna do the first chapter, and then we'll move on. Afterwards, or then we'll end the episode. Afterwards, Reen returned straight to the dormitory. And after relaxing in his room for a while, he decided to walk around the dorms. And I can now view the overall achievements and character tabs. Both can be accessed by pressing the touchpad or choosing Note from the camp menu, and then selecting their respective tabs. Did I not get that trophy already? What is that trophy? Alright, President Toa left me in charge of handing out everyone's notebooks. Tomorrow's our first free day, so I should get this done tonight. I can explore the dorms on the night before each free day. I forget what happens. I don't think anything happens, but I like to talk to everyone. Be aware, however, that the story will progress should I return to my room. So, to the room in front of mine. Oh, never mind, that's a vacant room. Not to the room in front of mine. Hey, Marcus. Who is it? It's me, Reed. I've got something here for you. I'll be right there. Here you go. Sorry to make you go to all that trouble. Oh, don't worry about it. Were you in the middle of studying there? Sorry if I interrupted you. No need to be sorry for that. How did you know I was studying, though? You got pencil marks all over the sides of your hands. Well, then, you should make sure to do plenty of studying yourself. You don't want to find yourself falling behind. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Most of our classes seem like they'll be pretty hard to. Agreed. Besides, it'll be a chance to show up those snobby upper-class students. I own a shotgun. I can end them all. See you tomorrow. Yeah. Good night. Well, that was a thing. You have a red dot over your head. I think everyone has red dots, actually. Hey there, Reed. Something the matter? Toa gave me Class 7 student notebooks to hand out earlier, so I'm just going around delivering those. Here's yours, Elliot. Oh, thanks. Did you guys ever get student handbooks? I never got a student handbook. Wonder what they would entail. You know, since we don't have Arcus units in this world. If we did, that'd be awesome. Anyway, were you playing violin in here? Sorta. It's pretty late, so I wasn't really playing per se, just doing fingering motions. The wind orchestra isn't meeting tomorrow, so I thought I should get in some practice tonight instead. Wait, he's playing. Is a violin part of wind instruments? Wow, you're really into your music, huh? Can't imagine most people being that invested in their hobbies. Your room's chock full of musical stuff, too. It's not that much, honestly. It'd be nice if the walls in these dorms were a bit more soundproof, though. Then I'd be able to play all night without bothering anyone. Spoken like a true music nerd. You go, Elliot. This should be Eustace's room. Who's there? It's me, Reem. I got your student notebook here. Very well. Just slide it under the door. But I should really hand it to you. Slide it under the door. But it's not gonna fit. I said slide it under the door. Fine. Open the door. You have my things. Don't mention it. Mind if I ask what you were up to? I was simply reading. Oh, what kind of book? A biography I borrowed from the library. Why must I indulge your mundane little questions, peasant? While we may live in the same dorm, the two of us are perfect strangers. Your proximity to me does not give you license to intrude on my private life. Peasant. You're right. I'm sorry about that. Pay it no mind. Also, I suggest you be more mindful of when and to whom you volunteer your time. Peasant. Otherwise, people will be more than happy to simply use you at every turn. Like me, peasant. Was that meant to be a warning? He doesn't seem like an easy guy to make friends with, that's for sure. Maybe he's got a good heart? Maybe, hopefully. He did keep calling me peasant, though. Oh, right. I forgot. Here we go. Hey, guys. Evening, Reen. What's up? Actually, I was looking for you. Just looking for you. I got your student notebook here. Here you go. Oh, I was wondering when that'd come. Thanks. Sorry to make you go out of your way to deliver it. No worries. Your room's got a really distinct feel to it, though. It's almost like you're from another country or something, and are trying to make your room, you know, feel like home so that you don't get homesick. Strange. What's that hanging on the wall? That's a sort of ornament made in the Nord Highlands. Though it'd be a nice way to bring the spirit of my homeland along with me. I see. It really does give the whole room an exotic feel. You've got your brushes out too, so I'm guessing you're going to spend tomorrow painting. Yeah, I'm planning on heading over to the art club. Feel free to come along if you feel like it. Haha, will do. Never. Will do never. Alright, time to go to the girls' dorm. Actually, the girls are upstairs. They get to have this nice little lounge. Wonderful for them. Instructor Sarah's room is locked. It appears to be a vacant room. I need to give Elisa her student notebook too. Alright, here goes. Hopefully she doesn't yell at me. Who is it? It's me, Reen. What do you want? What are you even thinking coming to some innocent girl's room this late at night? Okay, good point. I wouldn't have under normal circumstances, but there's something I need to give you. Reen explained that Toa asked him to hand out everyone's student notebooks. Oh. Okay, wait a moment. Okay, just hold on a second. Why didn't you have that out in your hand already, Reen? Should be this one. Let's see. Elisa Wright. Don't read that! I can't let my guard down around you for a second, can I? Sorry. Can't tell which notebook is which without looking inside. And you know, because the names are inside. Really didn't mean any harm. What? Or so you say. Anyway, that's all you wanted, isn't it? Good night then. Guess I'll have to back off for tonight. But it seems that R is just an initial. I didn't ever finish reading her full name before she snatched it out of my hands, though. Is there a reason she's hiding it? Rhineford. Her name is Rhineford. It should be Fee's room. Who's there? It's me, Reen. Got something for you. Coming. Cheers. Oh, were you asleep? I didn't mean to wake you up. It's fine. I'm surprised you went to sleep this early, though. I mean, we just had dinner. I didn't have anything else to do. You done? Yeah, just wanted to give you the notebook. Right. She's a unique one, that girl. I wonder how she ended up a student here anyway. Fee is the youngest. This should be Emma's room. Yes, who is it? Is that the same voice I gave to Elisa? I don't think so. It's me, Reen. Do you have a moment? Ah, Reen, I'll be right there. Thank you. Oh, on an unrelated note, how are you planning on spending the day tomorrow? I'm thinking I'll help out the student council. How about you? I plan on looking at some more clubs. I haven't seen what the culture clubs have to offer yet, so I'll be visiting them tomorrow. Oh, right. Joining a club does sound like a good idea. Let me know if any of them seem really good. Alright, I will. Also, I do hope you'll be able to make up with Elisa soon. Did you hear that, us just now? Well, you weren't exactly quiet. I think Elisa still needs to sort out her feelings about everything. Don't worry, I'm sure it'll all work out in the end. Thanks. Good night, Emma. Good night. Thank you for bringing me my notebook, too. Maybe we'll end it after the free day. Instead of chapter. We'll do chapter 1 later. Well, the main mission of chapter 1. This is Lord's room. Hey, Laura. Are you there? Is that you, Reen? I'll be right there. Thank you for taking the time to... Don't worry about it. What were you doing anyway? You didn't hear me knocking and you're covered in sweat. I was just practicing with a wooden sword. I must have been so focused on my practice that I didn't hear you knock at first. That's some concentration, all right. Maybe I should do some practicing when I get back to my room, too. You certainly don't want to neglect your training. I'd enjoy it if I had someone to duel with sometime, too. Well then, good night. Good night. Right. That is everyone. Let's go to the kitchen to see if there's anyone there. Here's the storage room where we keep all our food. Hey, Instructor Sarah. You really can't beat an ice-cold beer after work. No, wait, maybe you can. With 2 ice-cold beers. I have no idea what try not to fall asleep here, okay? I don't want you to catch cold. Don't you worry your pretty little head about me. I'm indestructible. Especially since I've got the day off tomorrow. You say that like it totally excuses your entire night of drinking. Well, anyway, you were nice enough to take on some work for the student council, so that's a load off my shoulders. I'm looking forward to seeing how you perform tomorrow. Right. Wow, she went from plastered to bastard in the blink of an eye. Looks like there's a lot more to her than I thought. Into the cafeteria, where there's a kitchen, but nothing to do. Look at all that food. Hold on. Look at all that food. Look at all those grains. Don't you want all those grains in your house? Just buckets and buckets of grains. How do I get in here? This way. Alright, time to go to bed. We'll do free day tomorrow. Then we'll end the episode. Should I call it a day? Yes. Yes, you should. Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. Run! As such, I would like to request that one no more combat-ready students look into this report back to me for more details. Come see me in my office. Orbital delivery. I've just finished repairing a bunch of orbital tech here in the engineering hub, but I need someone to deliver everything set by the engineering building. I kinda dropped my notebook. Now I can't find it anywhere. Will I be willing to help me look? I'll be looking for it on the first floor of the student union building. And I'd really appreciate it if someone lent me a hand. One from the principal, one from the engineering club. Oh yeah, and one from the first year. Certainly wasn't expecting a request from the principal as one of my very first assignments. Hope I don't screw it up. Curious about the one from the engineering club too. Sounds interesting. Well, got all day, so let's just dive in, I guess. You can now use the quest tab. Bonding points. Link. Yep, I got level 5 link with everyone, so I'm good. Do they have level 5 link with others, though? Nope. Alright, out we go. We're gonna do the optional one first. to do anything? I don't think so. I think it's just dialogue. You can tell this cafe uses some high-quality beans for its coffee. Ah, yes, coffee. Is it top of the morning coffee, though? I don't think it is. But maybe it is. Maybe that's why it tastes so good. There's a rich flavor behind the initial bitterness, and the fragrance is utterly fantastic. I take it you're pretty knowledgeable when it comes to coffee, then. His head is green. Maybe Lockius is Jacksepticeye in disguise. Mainly due to my dad. He's been drinking it as long as I can remember. Thanks to him, I started drinking it while I was studying, which gradually gave me a taste for it. Ah, that explains it. This actually makes me curious about the kind of person Governor Regnitz is. Speaking of which, is that tea I see you drinking? You utter trash. It is. I mean, I'm way more used to tea than I am coffee. The tea here is nice and relaxing, too. I'm not sure I'll ever understand the appeal. It doesn't help that I always associate it with nobles. In fact, I saw one particularly irritating noble arrogantly sipping away at a cup the other day. That couldn't mean anyone other than Heusis. And how do you sip arrogantly? Go like, I'm arrogant. Sorry, I didn't mean to rant. I didn't mean to sound like I was judging you or anything. I mean, you're not even a noble. Yeah, don't worry about it. Well, you give it a try, though. You might actually end up liking it. If it's not top of the morning coffee, then nothing tops it. I guess I could. You fake Jacksepticeye. You're not even... No! You should try some of my coffee too, then. They each poured some of their drink into the other's cup with their respective pots. Wait, they get an entire pot? That's nice. You were right. This isn't so bad. You're not Sean. You're false coffee. Glad to hear it. Tea is actually really good though, but not better than coffee. I might actually consider having some coffee next time I'm really studying. Keeps you sharp between the ears. Why don't the two of us study here sometime then? Sounds like a plan. And thus, the two finished their drinks and chatted together for a while longer. I really have no idea what voices I want to do for all of them. Let's see. Usually it tells me where each... Oh, wait. It's square. Yeah, it is square. Could do something for Elliot. R1. I don't have anything that I can do with Eustace. So, oh, there are only 3 of them. Okay, so we'll go to Elliot, and then Elliot's back out of the house. Hey, little child. Forget what your name is. Millet? Might not be. Anyways, Elliot. Come here. We're gonna bond together. You're in your room, right? This is your room. Yeah, let's bond. Yeah. You're looking pretty busy there, Elliot. Yeah, I just got some packages from home. Heavy ones at that. Just carried them up here and I'm already totally beat. I can believe that. Seems like there's food in one of these two, so I should probably look through them. Well, I am already here. Should I give him a hand? Yeah, let's help. Besides, you help if I give you some food. And, that's always great. appreciate it. Reen and Elliot began sorting out the packages that Elliot received from home. Phew, well, we're done with about half of them now. I didn't expect there to be quite this much of everything. There has to be a month's worth of food in here, not to mention a bunch of clothes and other daily necessities. I didn't expect this either. Now I feel bad for dragging you into this. My sister's way too protective of me sometimes. Oh, you've got a sister? Yeah, an older one. She's always been a bit on the clingy side, too. I mean, I'm grateful that she sent me a care package, or, an entire year's worth of care packages in one day. But I wish she'd tone it down a bit. I'm not a kid anymore. You mean it? I think it's kind of nice, actually. You can tell that she really cares about you. Really? Oh. Elliot took a long piece of sheet music out of the box. Is that sheet music? It looks like someone got a lot of use out of it. Yeah, I used to practice with this all the time back home. To tell you the truth, I actually wanted to enter a music academy before I ended up here. Oh, really? Then I guess joining the wind orchestra wasn't just a casual thing for you, huh? Well, I've always loved music ever since I was younger. But in the end, I wasn't all that serious about it, so I ended up choosing Thor's instead of a music academy. Weird. Really? Well, either way, it'd be nice to hear you play that piece sometime. Sure, one of these days. Reen and Elliot returned to sorting out the packages, only getting through with the strength of their combined efforts. Aw man, there's a gnat in here. How did you get here, you stupid? Alright, can I just fast travel? I don't think I can. Fast travel away. Oh, right, this. Man, the weather's perfect today. The fish are really gonna be biting today. Do I already have the entirety of the fish? I think I did. Looks like he's a student from one of the upper classes. Hey there, haven't met you before. You've got one of those red uniforms on, so I guess you're from class 7. That's right, my name's Reen Storzer. Are you a first year too? Yep, I'm Kenneth Lakelord class 2. I'm part of the Imperial Fishing Club. It's really laid back, you'd like it. But yeah, pleasure's all mine. Likewise, pretty laid back himself, especially for a noble. Take it the Imperial Fishing Club's about fishing? You catch on quick. Do they cook the fish? Trista's supposed to be a great place for fishing. I hear there are a ton of different fish you can catch here. I'm just trying to figure out the right spot. Seems like you're having fun at least. You've done a bit of fishing in your time, haven't you? How about giving it another shot? Well, sure, but how did you know that? Just a hunch. Well then, from one fisherman to another. Are you sure I can have these? I feel kind of bad just getting all this stuff for nothing. Don't even sweat it. The Imperial Fishing Club is here to spread the joy of fishing, so it's all good. You'll be starting off as a white angler, but don't think too much about that. Just fish away to your heart's content. What? Just ignore that for now. It's not all that important. Oh yeah, once you've started landing some big catches, come back and talk to me. I'll trade you some cool prizes for your points. Prizes? Points? What's going on? Now that that's all explained, it's time for me to head off. I've got fish to catch. I'll be fishing at the pond on campus if you want to join me. I'm still confused about some of the stuff he said, but oh well. Still, now that I have arrived, it wouldn't hurt to start fishing again. Let's see. The label says it's made by the Lake Lord Company. Wait a minute. Isn't Lake Lord his last name? His family must be pretty famous then. And I'd assume experts on fishing. Looking over there, right? Seems like it could be a decent fishing spot. The pond you mentioned is available too, so maybe I'll give that a shot when I have time. Let me see. Right here. Fishing. What? I have caught all the fish. Ooh, wait, what was that? That looked pretty. No. Not that one. That. Invisible crayfish. Yep, so I'm good. I've caught everything. I am not a lightning quick. Hey kids, forget your names. It's probably not important. Alright, let's see. Gymnasium is where she is. Hey janitor, how's it going? What you doing? I'm currently cleaning the auditorium. We've got a policy of keeping it locked up when no one's using it. But if you want to use it for some sort of club shindig, you just be sure to let us know. Will do. Will do. Let's see, Laura is where? Doesn't say. I forget which room exactly. Boys locker room. Which means that this is the girls locker room. Training hall. Hey Patrick, how's it going? You're not Patrick's dad. He's better. Is she here? There she is. Hey Laura, Miss Bond. Good day, Green. You come for a swim too? Not quite. I'm surprised the swimming club's active at this time of year, though. Well, it's true that winter swimming isn't for everyone. The water is rather chilly, but I think it makes for good training. How did I know you'd say something like that? Should I stick around a bit longer? Would it be fine if I just hung out and watched the book for a while? You'll get no objections from me. In fact, you came along at the perfect time. I was just about to start my short distance swimming speed. You think you could record my times? Sure, I can do that. Goal. That took you 22.35. Just a so-so time. So-so? You tore across the pool. If I know any better, I'd say you were part fish. Let's not go overboard. If I'm a fish, my father is a dolphin. In fact, he could probably outswim one. Maybe, but he's the Radiant Blade Master. His swimming prowess doesn't make yours any less amazing. No kidding, I could hardly take my eyes off her while she was in the water. Is there a reason you're staring stepping outside of its shadow. I had every intention to put those words into practice upon entering this academy. Your dedication to the sword doesn't surprise me. The way it influences so much of your life seems very you. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous. There's no need for that. You have your sword, you can do the same. I guess you're right. Forget I said anything. I see. Regardless, thank you for timing me. It seems I'll have to train even harder from here on out. Best of luck. I know you can do it. My bond with Laura is strengthened. Alright, time to go to the student council building. Hey there, good to see you. Oh, you're the person who was with President Toa when I first arrived at the academy. You got good memory. George Gnome. The Gnome Gnome. I'm George Gnome. What should I do for it? Class 3. Class 3. I'm also head of the engineering club. You're Reed Schwarzer. 7, right? Nice to meet you. Like, voice doesn't go for George. I don't know what voice I should do for George. Toa told me that you're helping out the student council. You've probably got a lot to learn about the academy since you've just enrolled, but good luck with everything. Thank you very much. But I am curious. This is an engineering building, isn't it? With all the machines and equipment around, it certainly fits the bill. You can basically think of this as the Academy's very own orbit factory. The engineering club's been in charge of maintaining orbits here for a long time now. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I assume you repaired all of the stuff you wanted me to deliver for this request, too. That's right, I handle that stuff here at the engineering club, too. I usually deliver them myself, but I'm a little busy this month. Can I ask you to do it for me? Of course. So what do you need? No, what do I need to know? Awesome. Here, take the rundown. As you know, I need you to deliver 3 orbable products for me. First is a scoreable scale, which I need delivered to the cooking club. This club meets in the home economics room on the 2nd floor of the main building. Give it to the head of the club, Nicholas. Nicholas from the cooking club. Home economics room. Okay, got it. The next 2 are both in town. Okay, so you take requests from people outside the academy too? Yeah, there was so much talk about the club that I started getting requests from people interested too. There's no reason for me to refuse them, so I do as much as I can to help them. That certainly explains how you end up so busy. Sure does. The second delivery I need you to make is this antique orbital lamp. This one's going to Mitch at the pawn shop. You find it in the southeast part of the central shopping district. It's kind of out of the way, so keep an eye out. An antique orbital lamp for the pawn shop. Understood. Last but not least, the final item I need you to deliver is this orbital wristwatch. This one's going to Michael over at the radio tower. Radio Trista is in the southwest of the central shopping district. Just let the receptionist know why you're there and she'll call Michael out for you. An orbital wristwatch for Michael from Radio Trista Tower. Ask the receptionist. Right, I can do that. And that's everything. Let me know the items themselves. Cool. I'll be sure to be careful. It's not going to be easy carrying all those around, but I'm sure you'll manage. Just be sure to report back to me when you're done. Of course, I'll get going right away. are you, girl? There you are. You're green. Pardon me, you're Colette. Class, what was that for? I believe you submitted a request to the student council.
Yeah, I did, but you're a guy from class 7. Did you join the student council when I wasn't looking?
Nothing like that. I just decided to help them out with some of their work. The student council president told me to handle your requests. It's no big deal. So you wrote that you need help looking for your student notebook.
Yeah, I've been looking everywhere. I could think of some. I've been looking everywhere I could think since this morning, but there's no sign of it. So, does that mean you're going to start looking right away? They said that if one person was able to help me, they'd send someone else to me.
I see. So that's how Toa has this all arranged. Well, sure, you can count me on me.
Really? Thank you so much.
Before we get too excited, I think I'll need a bit more information to have any hope of finding it. Can you tell me when you first noticed you dropped your notebook?
It was right after I went to borrow a book from the library. You can't borrow books without your notebook, so I went to take it out and I couldn't because it wasn't there.
Yesterday after school. Got it. So, when was the last time you remember having it?
Probably right when classes had finished for the day yesterday, when I was installed in the classroom. I remember using it to take notes while I was talking to my friends, so I definitely had it then. I guess I must have dropped it somewhere between my classroom and the library.
I see. I think I was down quite a bit. Did you stop anywhere on your way to the library?
Well, after I left the main building, I came here to the main building. I'm pretty sure I went to the library at the back end. It should be everywhere we went.
Right, so there really aren't that many places where you could have dropped it. The best way seems to go to be split up and search the main building and the area surrounding it, I think.
Yeah, that's just what I was going to ask you to do, actually. I'm hoping it's there, because I searched the library from top to bottom this morning. The rooftops out, because the janitor said he didn't notice him when he was doing his morning cleaning around.
Main building it is then. So, do you think I should start with the classroom?
No, I don't think you need to check them at all. I searched the classroom yesterday and I didn't go into any of yours. Probably be a good idea to focus on the halls and the rest of the areas in there. I have a feeling that if it's in the main building, it's probably on the second floor somewhere.
Thanks for the info. I'll head over there and take a look around. You can stay here at the student union. Keep up your search.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks for agreeing to help me out.
I like this voice icon. Oh wait, was there a phone I need to deliver in the student council building? No, it's in the main building. Economics is on the second floor. talents aside, I didn't even know tools like this existed.
Pretty impressive, right? These can provide more accurate minuscule measurements than any analog scale. Put a container full of ingredients on there, it'll even subtract the container's weight for you. It's handy.
I'd believe it. start. Which means you're as virgin as my oil. If you want to start cooking, I'd recommend you start cooking. Just make something. Doesn't matter what. Tell you what, I'll even give you this to get you started. Here's to it all. Here's a really easy recipe. Get started on. It's so easy. I've got all the ingredients you need right here. Help yourself. Thank you very much. This recipe book seems like it'll be a helpful companion, but are you sure I can have it? Sure. We've got tons of them. If it sparks a fire and get in your heart, it'll all be worth it. Those are the most delicious. Got it. I'll be sure to get some use out of it then. Well, thanks again for bringing me my orbital scale. And pass my things on to George for fixing it too. Will do. And away we go. He doesn't seem murderous at all. Right, guys? Oh, no, wrong one. Run, Reed, run. Is it the seat? It is the seat. Come on. Come on. That should be it. But I should check the inside just to be sure. You picked up the student notebook which had the identification field. Unless there's another identical Colette running around, this is the one. She'll be happy to see this. I should get it back to her as soon as I can. Oh yeah, should talk to the principal. Get his bus started. You the principal's office and I hear oh, there he is. Got a nice little red dot. Hey principal. You're not the principal. Hey instructor Thomas. Hey Principal Van Dyke. All your rewards just displayed. Excuse me, Principal? I'm Reed Swords of Class 7. Good, good. I've been waiting for you. He looks even bigger up close than he did at the entrance earlier. He must be, what, 2 ARG tall? Whatever an ARG is. Toa tells me you've accepted my request. I am Batman. I truly appreciate you taking time out of your free day to assist me in this. It's no problem at all, sir. So, you're looking for someone to further investigate the underground area of the old schoolhouse? Precisely. I couldn't have found a better man for the job, considering your class was down there so recently. Incidentally, it was Sarah who insisted on making use of that trapdoor, not me. So, you know, don't blame me at all. I probably should have tried to stop her. However, please do accept my apologies. Please, I can't have the parents suing me again. Not at all, sir. You have no reason to apologize. I kinda already figured she was behind it anyway. I mean, it stands to reason. She likes to get drunk. Okay, now, go away. Go away, you stupid little thing. Getting back to the matter at hand. There are a number of interesting stories go and investigate whether there are any truths to these reports. If possible, yes. Specifically, I would like you to walk through the underground area, check for any significant changes last month. A task for which you are uniquely qualified, given your prior experience down there. Again, don't sue me. I suppose that is true. I'd be happy to undertake this mission. Though, if that fireball had regenerated, things could get a little tricky. If that turns out to be the case, I would have no objection at all to you turning back. I should also stress that I'm making this request to Class 7 as a whole. If you all die down there, there's no one to sue you. By all means, do ask your classmates for assistance. I'm certainly not expecting you to go it alone. Oh, even though I could, like, easily. Understood. I'll do just that. Splendid. I believe you'll be needing this then. I got the key. It's the key to the front door of the old schoolhouse. Best of luck to you, and please, be safe. Thank you, sir. Can I steal anything from your office? You got a cup of tea, right? Yeah. Delicious cup of tea that I should be able to... Hey, what's this? There's a book about Lionheart medals here. I already have all those medals. Alright. I'm gonna leave it. Bye, Instructor Thomas. I just like saying the name Thomas. It's fun. Alright, where's the cards? Oh, right, get her back to the book. Or I could go into town and then go back to the book. And then go check out the engineering building. Does it tell me what else for the engineering? No, it should be fine. Alright, so... Buy yourself here, take it. I don't want it. You got business here, kid? You just window shopping? I do, actually. I'm here to give you something from the engineering club. Oh, George fixed that thing already? I don't know what voice I should give him, so... Well, hand it over already, will ya? Right. This guy doesn't seem too friendly. That kid does some nice work. I swear, why does being a pawnbroker have to be such a pain in the ass sometimes? Who would have thought an item break right after I paid for it? That's a pretty nasty surprise. You get a lot of students in here, out of sheer curiosity? Fair few, sure. What, you looking for some money? I don't lend money to kids. You kids can think of this place as an exchange shop. So like, items for items? Yeah. I think I got something in a while back that a kid like you would like. It's yours, as a way of saying thanks for it. Blade? Is this a card game or something? Or is it a movie franchise? Seems that way. Some good for nothing second year brought it in. Can't say I've ever bothered to play it, but you can give it a try. Or don't. Or burn it, for all I care. I didn't pay for it. Thanks. It's really nice of you. I have a strange feeling like he didn't just give me this because he didn't have anywhere to put it, but oh well. Oh yeah, another thing. The shop's got the finest selection of curios in all of Trista. You don't see anything you like, come back later. Change up the goods sometimes when I feel like it. Anyway, see you. Thanks for the delivery, and enjoy the playing cards or stupid nap. Anytime. Where did you go?
In fact, 10 you could say. Let me call him for you. You can wait on the sofa of your bed if you like.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm Jim Jonah James. I mean Michael. I can't do a Jim Jonah Jameson voice, sorry. You said you got a delivery from the engineering club for me? I do indeed. Here it is. Wow, you really did fix it up. This is some pro-level work. You're starting up a new show tonight, so I was feeling all nervous without a quick way to check the time. Things will be just fine now. I can imagine it'll be pretty intense. Well, you know, it starts at 9 a.m. tonight, and if things work out, Radio Tristan's guaranteed to see a pretty big increase in popularity, which would mean I'll be one step closer to achieving my dream. Oops, sorry about that. Shouldn't be getting all excited about that and boring you with my life story. Not at all. I'm of the opinion that being passionate about what you do is a good thing. Unless it's murdering people, then you should probably quit that. This job's pretty much my entire life at this point, really. But if you want to make me feel more alive, tune in to the show tonight. You bet. Or I would if I had a horrible radio. Well, I got a head back. Our sound producer's in there waiting for me. Normally, I treat you to some tea or something, but today's a really busy day. Tell George thanks for fixing my watch when we get back. Of course. Good luck with tonight's show. Alright, that's the last item delivered. I should go tell George. We are going... Oh wait, no, that's not where I wanted to go. But it's fine. Run, Reed, run! Hey, little girl. Look, I found your stuff.
Did you find it?
I forget. Man, I'm bad at remembering names and voices. And names, but mostly voices. Yeah, I assuming this is actually your notebook. Why don't you check it just to be sure?
Thanks. You're right, it really is mine. Oh, thank goodness. This is the only form of ID we students have, so it would have been awful if I lost it, especially since our instructor would have chewed my head off and I need to get another one issued. Thanks so much for your help, Reed. I'm sorry. I'm just so relieved.
I didn't know it was so important to you. Still, I'm glad I was able to help.
By the way, where did you end up finding it?
Oh, you know, the sofa's on second floor, the main building. Could be used as a rest area. It was on one of those, just sitting there.
The sofa's on the second floor? Oh, I guess I didn't realize that. Come think of it, I think I dropped it sitting down against the floor. I heard it falling out of my pocket that time, so I didn't end up moving it.
I would assume down here. What pocket do you usually put your notebook in?
Well, one of my skirt pockets usually.
Yes, skirts with pockets. Need. That makes sense. All the boys use their pants pockets too. But you might want to try using your jacket pocket from now on. It's not going to fall out of there. That's where I usually put mine, and I've never had any problems.
Jacket pocket? We've got those?
Well, I don't know if the girls' jackets are different from the guys', but I don't see why you wouldn't.
Hold on, let me check. Oh, wow. You're right. I had no idea this was even here. There's no way my notebook will ever fall out of one of these. Thanks for the tip. That should solve my pocket problems.
to Michael while you were there, while you were at Radio Tristan too, right? Did he tell you anything about the new show that's starting up? He did. Starts at 9 p.m. Figured he'd mention that. He's thrilled about the show, and that enthusiasm is infectious. How about you? Planning to tune in? I'd love to, but... Oh, don't have normal radio? In that case, here. It's all yours. Wait, really? Is the latest model, too. You know, just have one of those lying around. Same one I've got. You helped me out big time today, so it really seems right to pay you back. You sure? Of course. I bought it for research purposes, but I never really found the chance to make any use of it. It'd be a waste to just leave it here collecting dust. So I'd be thrilled if you actually got some use out of it. Well, if that's the case, thank you very much. You're welcome. Oh yeah, there's something I'd like you to tell the rest of class about me. Instructor Sarah came to me today with her request the other day. Long story short, she left me in charge of doing maintenance on all your Arcus units. No kidding. Like I said, engineering clothes basically floors Orbital Factory, so yeah. And of course, I'm pretty interested in your Arcus units myself. So, if you need help with anything Arcus related, just come visit me and I'll sort it out. Good to know. Part of me feels bad adding to your workload, but it's a relief to hear that you'll be the one in charge of this stuff. That's quite the compliment. Alright, I also meant to ask, you know about Sepis Mathis? I mean the stuff that monsters sometimes drop with regular Sepis? Exactly. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you how regularly Sepis can be. I'm gonna try to speed through that. But Sepis Mathis has tons of impurities, so they've never received much attention. Recently, someone discovered a way to effectively extract Sepis from them. Is that so? Oh, it's so. Thanks to that, most shops are willing to take them off your hands at a decent price nowadays. There's no point in holding on to them, so go ahead and sell them off if you can find any. A little extra money never hurt anyone. Sounds like a good deal to me. Will do. I think that I'm just about talked out for the day. Thanks again for all your help. Here's hoping we can find exchanging favors. Ditto. I'll be back. You can now make use of the Orbital Factory. I don't know what the Orbital Factory. That was a lot of work. I'm exhausted. Feels good though. Kind of fulfilled. Now that I think about it, Gordon might have made that request specifically for my sake. I feel like I know a lot more about Tristan and the Academy now that I'm done. Hey, Angie. Who's that? She's hanging around here. She must be a member of the engineering club, right? That big thing next to her wasn't here before either. What could it be? Well, doesn't matter now. I got another request to finish. Bye, Angie. Off to the old schoolhouse. I forget if I have to go get them or if I just call them from here. Pretty sure I just call them from here. Let me look at my links. Elliot could use with helping more closeness to Laura and everyone. Gaius needs Husis. So let's do Elliot, Gaius. I guess it doesn't technically matter. Front doors are locked. Once I start exploring this old schoolhouse, I get the feeling I won't have any time left to do anything else today. So before I go in, I should check and make sure I've taken care of everything else on my to-do list. The time of the day will advance to evening. As a result, all daytime bonding events and quests will expire. Let me check something real quick. Yep, everything is done. Save. We must save. Save. Saving. Look out, I'm saving. Alright, let's go. There we go. I wonder if anyone else might be interested in exploring this place with me. Should try calling them. You can use your Arcus to call other members of Class 7 for assistance. However, some characters will only be available to help after the story has progressed a bit further. Come here, my lovely friends. Can't believe we're coming back here again. I really don't think this is a good idea. Well, that's probably because it isn't. And neither of us would blame you one bit if you turn back. It's not too late. Go on, run, Elliot. Your cat is fine. No thanks. I'll come with you. We've got that practical exam next week after all. I need to familiarize myself with this orbital staff as much as possible before then. Besides, if I turn back now, I'd just wind up worrying myself sick about the two of you. Well, that's very kind. Thank you. There are only 3 of us, though, so we'll each need to watch the other's backs and proceed with caution. No, we don't. It's the first floor. It's fine. The underground area should be just through the main door, correct? Yeah, that should take us right to the room where we fought that stone gargoyle. Best to go that way rather than falling through the trap door again. No arguments there. I really hope that thing haven't regenerated yet. Everyone's good? Everyone's orbits are good? Should we put him in a summer outfit or a stage outfit? Why do I have 22 of those? Thank you for everything, and hope to see you guys next time. Have a good day.